YouTube, what up, baby? It's your man, Gypsy Hustle, aka the Happy Hatter. That's me, aka Mr. Make You Smile. All right, I'm back in the building again. All right, like I said, I was a little under the weather, so I missed a couple of days doing my show, but I'm back. All right. So, first of all, let's start with my hat. Today, I got on my hat. I call it a petty hat. So, all you NC State people, don't lose your mind. I'm still NC State. I'm wearing this hat because my daughter plays soccer on the University of North Carolina's women's soccer team. And this is my hat, my game day hat. She has a scrimmage today, and I will be going to the scrimmage wearing my hat. Now, this will be kind of dangerous wearing it down there because red is not their color. So I'm being Mr. Petty. You know, I'm a big 50 Cent fan. 50's my guy. 50's real petty. If you ever follow him on Instagram, 50's very petty. So I'm a petty guy too, all right, especially when it comes to this right here. So this is my UNC women's soccer hat for the soccer games that I'm going to wear down there. So hopefully I don't get any ill feelings from the Carolina people. All right. Anyway, let's get it started. All right. So first of all, shout out to everybody who watched. I have 8 people that consistently watch, so shout out to y'all. Thanks for watching, tuning in. So, like I said, this thing is a fun thing for me. I'm going to do it regardless of however many people watch. Got 43 subscribers, so I mean that's exceeded my expectations already. So, more people can subscribe if you like. Drop a like. We can talk. I look at the comments. So tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, and we can try to improve this thing. But I do feel like I'm getting better. All right, let's start. First of all, let's get it off. Let's get it started like MC Hammer. Let's get it started. Cole Beasley said that he's having more fun with the Bills than he had with Dallas. I don't know how that's going to sit well with Jerry Jones, or if Jerry Jones really cares. But my opinion on that, I don't see how that could be so. Dallas is, I don't call them America's team, but a lot of, Dallas got a lot of fans. Dallas get a lot of love around the world. Jerry Jones, Dallas is the most expensive franchise of all franchises in the world. At what was it, like $5 billion or whatever it was. I think that's kind of tough to say, kind of hard to say. I don't see how Cole Beasley could say that. Maybe he's a little bitter, and maybe Cole Beasley's being petty. You know what I'm saying? Cole could be a little petty too. So, I'm not going to agree with him there. Buffalo is not quite on the level of the Cowboys, as far as like notoriety, and like fan base. I know in Buffalo, they probably have a great, their fan base is great in Buffalo. I'm not sure their fans travel as well as the Cowboys travel. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know if I agree with that, Cole Beasley. You're gonna have to really show me how much fun you having. All right, next thing. Rest in peace to my man Cliff Branch. I remember watching Cliff Branch as a kid. I remember the Super Bowl. I think it was Super Bowl 11 when I was a kid. 1976, I want to say. And Cliff Branch and the Raiders beat up on the Minnesota Vikings, Sammy White, Ahmad Rashad, Fran Tarkenton, the Purple People Eaters, Carl Eller. I remember those guys. Jack Tatum, Willie Brown, Art Shell, Phil Villapiano. So I remember those guys from way back then. Rest in peace to Cliff Branch. He was a great wide receiver. I'm sure he's probably in the Hall of Fame, but he was one of those receivers who was known as a burner. He could run, very fast guy. But rest in peace to Cliff Branch, and rest in peace to the Raider family. I mean, I'm not rest, but prayers to the Raider family, the people that are going to miss him. Because I don't think he was really that old. I think he might have been 70, maybe. Really not that old. But again, life is short, man. So enjoy your life. Next thing, college football, pro football, right around the corner. So let's get ready. Let's get ready. Looking forward to it. I don't play fantasy football like I used to. I used to play it a lot. I kind of stopped playing it when the whole Colin Kaepernick thing went down. I really wasn't, I was a little upset. I, didn't get my direct TV. I didn't watch football for that year. I really didn't. Um, into support of Colin Kaepernick. But I watch football now. I'm back to watching it. Uh, Even though he's been done wrong, uh, we will say that. But yeah, I'm watching again. So football is right around the corner. So get ready. A lot of people don't like baseball. I like baseball too. I like to watch the Yankees play mostly. That's my team. Growing up in New York City, not too far away from Yankee Stadium, used to walk to the Yankee games. Actually, when I lived in New York, I was more of a Met fan. Since I moved, I've become more of a Yankee fan. But when I was in the city, I was more of a Met fan, Rusty Staub and those guys. Um, but now, I tend to pull more for the Yankees. All right. So now let me get to my Dan Levitard part. My dedication to Dan Levitard on my little show. This is my show. I'm the producer. I pick out what I want to talk about, and my um, dedication to Dan Levitard, because ESPN can punish him, but ESPN can't punish me. All right. So with the mass shootings that have happened in Dayton and in El Paso, Texas, there's been a lot of talk about the gun stuff. Now, so let's be clear. I'm not against owning guns at all. I don't think that the military style guns should be on the street. But if you want to shoot those guns, go in the military. You know what I'm saying? Go protect the country that you supposedly love so much. You know what I'm saying? Pay your taxes. You understand what I'm saying? The government is the real gangsters here. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll take your stuff if you don't pay your taxes. Well, some people. I know, like Wesley Snipes went to jail. They took all the Red Fox stuff. Donald Trump, we don't know if he even paying taxes. You know what I'm saying? We still trying to get his taxes. They got to go through all this. If you paying if you got nothing to hide, um, go ahead and show it. You know what I'm saying? So, with all this gun stuff going on, the city of El Paso has asked Donald Trump not to come to El Paso. He's supposed to go there on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, and they told him not to come. So, my personal opinion, Trump, don't go, man. Don't go. Don't go. Why? No, those people are upset and asking you not to come. Don't come. They don't want you there. Your words, people feel like your words, your rhetoric that you talk about, the people at the border and invasion and all this is what led to this guy who drove 100 miles to go down here and shoot some people. Went into Walmart, actually ate I guess at McDonald's, because I know McDonald's is Subway in the Walmarts. The last time I went, I had to go maybe 2 years ago to Walmart and get something. And I think it was a McDonald's and a Subway in there. But he actually sat and ate and then went back in the car and came back. So you cannot tell me that was not premeditated. Okay. This leads me to my next subject. Continuing with my dedication to Dan Levitard. All right. Blaming mental health. Okay. Look here, man. Stop it. Stop it. The mentally ill people that I know, and I do know some mentally ill people. I have family members that are mentally ill. We worry more about them hurting themselves than hurting someone else. Let's be real. All right, stop it with this, mental illness. Call it what it is. This is domestic terrorism. These guys that do these mass shootings are terrorists. They bring terror to the people in their communities. So they're terrorists. That's what terrorists do. Terrorists, they light bombs and bomb up cafes and stuff. That's an act of terror. When you go into a Walmart and spray a Walmart, that's an act of terror. When you go to a church and shoot it up, that is an act of terror. That has not got nothing to do with mental illness. Yeah, we do have a mental illness problem, but don't put that in the same. That's not in the same fight right there with the terror thing. You know what I'm saying? So you got these guys that wear body armor. A guy wore body armor, and that was he planned that. So just in case the one in Dayton, the guy had on body armor. You know what I'm saying? So they got to him and killed him, which rightfully they should have. And the guy in Dayton even killed his sister and her boyfriend. And there are reports coming out about. I'm not going to spread any gossip or nothing like that. And when I hear that it's legit stuff, then I'll say it. But there's some stuff coming out about his action and why he took his action. But I'm gonna wait and read up a little bit more on it. But the guy in El Paso drove 10 hours. How do you drive 10 hours to shoot somebody? If you drive 10 hours and you haven't changed your mind, because you had to stop and gas up at least twice. Let's be real. You had to stop and gas up twice. I drove 8 hours from Louisville to my house, Louisville, Kentucky to my house. I gassed up twice. So 10 hours, he had to gas up at least twice. Even if he was driving a Prius, he gassed up twice in a Prius. You understand what I'm saying? So he had to gas up twice, and he had time to think about what he was doing. All right? So that's premeditated. I don't want to hear nothing about the mental illness thing. Please stop playing the mental illness card, because mental illness had nothing to do with it. Like I said, I've went and visited people in mental illness facilities, and I'm walking around with the mentally ill. I'm walking around with them. So to say that I was worried about anybody hurting me, attacking me, I was not. And not because I'm a big guy. That's not why. But I wasn't worried about them hurting me. You know what I'm saying? I think people are more worried about mentally ill people hurting themselves. So, for Donald Trump, like I said, the resident of the White, take the P word off, or the P letter, take that off. He is the resident of the United States. For all y'all out here that are watching, that are not watching, go out there and vote. We got to get him out of there. I'm not, like I said, I told you before, I'm not for the impeachment thing. That's going, let him finish his time. We strap up, put your seatbelts on. We got a bumpy ride ahead of us. Let's go ahead and, strap up, take these bumps that are coming. And when it comes time for 2020 in November to vote, get him up out of there. That's the way we got to get him up out of there, is to vote him out, because I don't want to hear any crying about, he's impeached. And he should have been impeached. If he wasn't impeached for past offenses that he's done, then don't impeach him now. You know what I'm saying? Let him finish his term so we don't have to hear from the right that have done nothing but support a guy that has been very negative since he's been in the White House. All right. So don't impeach him. Let's vote him out. All right. So yeah, that's really it from me. Like I always say, be positive. And just because I'm a positive person don't mean I'm not gonna call something out that I see is wrong. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my Dan Le Batard part of my show. Dedication to my man Dan Le Batard. I don't know him, but I'm dedicating this to him because ESPN punished him for his rant, which wasn't a rant. It was just his truth about the resident of the United States. So that's it from me, your man, Gypsy Hustle, a.k.a. the Happy Hatter, a.k.a. Mr. Make You Smile. All right. Chucky B, Chucky Brown. All right. I'm out. So peace. Have a blessed day. And remember, your job is to make 2 people smile. I was going to say 3. Make 2 people smile a day and you've done your job. All right. So peace out. Be good. Much love. All right.